And I want to welcome everyone to the Weather Service office. My name is Jeff Lutz, and I'll be conducting the briefing here. It's kind of a shortened version with some other information that we don't usually do with we usually give other information to the emergency managers earlier in the day, something like for everyone to see what we're looking at. So with that presentation, and there we go. Exactly so we'll get started. Green, so that one's active. There we go. All right. So we'll just welcome everybody to the Weather Service. Oh, there we go. There we go. To the Northern Michigan weather briefing. We just wanted to give everyone kind of an update. We're getting a lot of questions about snow amounts and things like that. So we wanted to show people expected over the next 24 hours or so. We do have some more lake effect probably that will go into Friday and Saturday. And if it warrants, we'll do more live stuff on there. But as typical, we'll keep everyone updated with typically released at least twice a day or more if needed. In this case, we're looking at forecast for snow for tonight and Wednesday. So between 7 p.m. tonight and 7 a.m. on Wednesday, you can see the amounts are fairly light there on the left-hand side of the screen. We are only expecting the heaviest amounts are expected mainly near Lake Michigan, both in the Upper Peninsula and in Northwest Lower Michigan. The rest of it should be less than an inch across most of, including the Upper Peninsula to St. Marie. As the low pressure system actually tracks in, and it's expected to move across into northern Lake Michigan by sometime on morning. It's the winds will be more out of the south and southeast. That's going to set up some snow bands. Typically, you would see this on a southwest band, which is what we're expecting somewhat to also happen too eventually, so that we've got a little bit more snow up here in UP right near the low center and also in the tip of the mitt. And then we're also expecting some heavier amounts as the southwest flow gets ahead and tries to add more snow along the Lake Michigan shoreline there from about Empire south into south of our area, which is the Grand Rapids office, where they're expecting decent snow amounts as well. One of the things that we do have to watch out for, besides almost the 5 to 8 inches here in the northwest portion of the state along Lake Michigan, is that the winds are going to start coming up. Now, most of us will probably see 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts with 20. It'll probably be something more like 15 to 25 with gusts of 30 to 35 along Lake Michigan. Say from about Charlevoix all the way down to Manistee. So with the snow combination and wind, we're expecting a lot of blowing and drifting east, especially south of Leelanau County in Benzie. I expect a little bit more as well inland. So we do have a few of the winter storm warning places inland. Rest of the area is expected to be in a winter or we do have it in a winter weather advisory. Just because the snow amounts are less. Still expecting some wind to blow everything. And then we don't have anything pretty much for these southeastern counties here like Alpena, Mayo, and down here Roscommon County. So a few inches at least over during the day tomorrow, and a couple of inches, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. Not a lot. There'll be some patchy areas of blowing and drifting, open areas like that, but otherwise, most of the real low visibility lowering snow is expected to stay along the way. To give you kind of an idea with what we're looking at for the rest of the time, and then we start getting into lake effect, the cold front goes. And that will be primarily in what we call the north-northwest and the north flow zone, which this is a pretty decent little representation on one for Wednesday night in north-northwest zone, which is pretty much along the Antrim County shoreline of Traverse Bay. It goes into Traverse City, and then it's also expected to go down into the area. And the north flow, we sometimes see a band that'll either set up here or it'll set up just offshore. So we'll see, we're only expecting another couple of inches. There is a time when some of that will come out of the north with for the Roger City area down to the Presqu'île, down by Presqu'île Light, as well as in areas down just north of Alpena. And then eventually winds will probably start to shift more to the northwest again, and so we could still see some light snow that is at least expected to Thursday, for Thursday during. Oh, that one. But I do want to remind everybody, though, as much as this doesn't make any sense, at least to a certain extent, we will have our radar going off the air starting tomorrow due to the outage. And what you see here is another office where they had the pedestal and dome, because we are getting the pedestal part placed. Well, not tomorrow; it'll be on the 8th. But they have to do a lot of different things, like take apart the radar dish that sits up there on top of the pedestal. So that will be going on. We'll still have availability between all the other radars around us, as well as then also the Canadian radar in north of Sault Ste. Marie. We will also rely a lot on people's public reports during these times. So it's the first time that we've had this down in 15 to 20 years here at the office. We've had this happen once or twice before, where we've had to take it down for. It's usually in the wintertime so that we don't run the risk of getting a severe weather outbreak. Makes us kind of uncomfortable sometimes with the wintertime, but you have satellite and we do have all your reports send in, whether it's on Facebook or those who call us spotter line or give us Coco Roz report. That's what we will continue to need as we've always done. Otherwise, that's kind of what we have here. If you do have any questions, I'll look at the comments now. Didn't get a chance as everybody was flying by here, and let you see what else is going up here. Oh, a couple of things I did want to add here. Almost forgot. I wanted to show. All right. So this is the Winter Storm Severity Index that is put out by several offices and now nationally by our Weather Prediction Center. As you can see, a lot of this is expected to have the snow, the moderate impacts and the major impacts along the Lake Michigan shoreline, pretty much where we have the winter weather or the winter storm warning and the winter weather advisory going down the coast. The winds will probably be much more severe farther south than what our area. Grand Rapids, I know, is expecting some wind gusts along the lake shore there of almost 50 miles an hour. And that's because if the low is tracking right through us, the closer you are to the low center, the winds tend to be just a little lighter. So we're not expecting nearly the wind that they are. Snow amounts are still about the same what we're seeing. So now that I've got that out of the way, kind of go through and I'll take a look at a lot of people have been wanting to okay. A whole lot of otherwise, but appreciate everyone getting a chance to get in here. Okay, well, with that having been the case, go ahead and stop. But appreciate everyone for attending. And if you have any questions, you can always add in more comments on Facebook. We'll have a new set of graphics for that update any of the new information that we get here during the daytime for the evening. Out here sometime between 4 and 6. And then we will also be updating what's known as the DSS packet that you see on our our website up towards the top, which has all sorts of information in there as well. That's about it. Thanks for watching.